Right, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Pottyboy Plays with your host, Pottyboy. And today I'll be taking a look at Quest For Camelot. Oh, I nearly forgot the name title there, didn't I? Yeah, this was developed for the Game Boy Color by Titus, and this one's based on the Warner Brothers film from 1998. Now, I haven't seen the film, unfortunately. I think, come to think of it now, I do recall there being a film called Quest For Camelot, but it was one that I never really knew of at the time. For some reason, it just it's just sort of like one of those films that just slipped under the radar. I think it's due to the fact. I think the thing is when it came out, it wasn't a success. It didn't do very well at the cinemas or anything like that. So anyway, let's get going. Yes, blah blah blah. So this is actually now I have actually quickly played this game. It's from I've had a couple of goes at it. It's very ambitious for a movie license title. It's essentially you probably just saw a brief look at the demo there. It's actually a Zelda clone. Yeah, so quite ambitious. But mind you, saying that when I first got this cartridge thanks to my Retro Game Box. I didn't have any high expectations for this game because it's developed by Titus, the same people who brought you such great classics such as Superman 64 and a few other crappy ones as well. Okay, let's see what this one is like. Okay, you jumped into her father's hands. Yeah, the graphics don't look too well drawn there actually. Unfortunately, the fun was short-lived. Father, do you have to go? Sir Lionel answered. I'm afraid I must. You know the knights will be here soon. The knights arrived and Sir Lionel left for Camelot. Kaylee smiled. One day I'll be a knight, like father. Later in Camelot. That's not bad actually. That's not bad graphic. Come on, progress. Sir Ruber slammed his shield onto the round table. What about my new land? King Arthur explained that the lands will be divided according to each person's needs. Then I need more than everyone, proclaimed Ruber. Sir Lionel, the king's most trusted knight, supported the king. The king has decided, Ruber stood. Then it's time for a new king, and I vote for me. So Ruber pulled out mace and charged towards King Arthur. A massive fight erupted. I'm guessing this Ruber is the bad guy. Yeah, there he is. Very colourful graphics especially for a Game Boy Color game. I'll have to give him credit for that. Okay, the knights tried to restrain Ruber, but he was too strong. He threw the knights and Ruber charged toward Arthur. Ruber swung viciously with his mace, but Arthur deflected the blow with Excalibur, and Ruber was sent flying across the room. He rose to his feet and glared at Arthur. One day, that sword will be in my hand, and all will be mine. The knights charged Ruber, but he escaped. However, Ruber had left a horrible reminder of his betrayal. Sir Lionel lay fallen at Sir Lionel's funeral. Kaylee and her mother, Lady Juliana, grieved deeply. Kaylee swore she would never forget him and vowed to become a knight like her father. Ruber vanished after his dissension, and nobody had seen or heard from him. That is until today, 10 years later. Yeah, I'm having to read this one quite quick because it's one of those games where if you don't read it fast enough, it goes straight to the next screen like that. And there she is. There's Kaylee. Oh. Now I must admit, I have to say I've not seen the film, but I did actually watch Nostalgia Critics' review of the film, so you could say I've seen bits of it. I know what the story is about. And he said Kaylee looks remarkably like Belle from Beauty and the Beast. So right, yeah, I suppose they're not too bad actually. These, I think at the start that first picture was a bit hit and miss, and there was Kaylee on a horse, and right, this is where the main game starts. Yeah, the sprite graphics actually don't look too good. Yeah, but the background graphics are looking alright. Very Zelda-ish. There's the knight, you got to avoid him. The one thing I must say, however, is the sound in this is pretty poor. When yeah, the sound in this game is pretty terrible actually. Yeah. Right, okay, let's go and talk to this guy. Rumour stormed the manor and captured your mother, Lady Juliana. Be careful, those knights are ruthless. Go see if the blacksmith to the east can help. To talk to people, stand next to them and hold the control pad in their direction, then press the A or B button. Yeah, but I'm just going up to someone, just pressing A and B. Yeah, right. Okay. If you want to save, press start to view the item screen. Oh, this is interesting. I remember that. This is interesting how you have to use the save feature in this game. Okay, yeah, save and start to view the item screen. Highlight the save icon and press the button you want to assign control to. Press start to resume gameplay. Now, press the button to which you assign control and your progress will be saved. Yeah, essentially, basically what he's saying is, you've got to equip the save feature. It's not like Pokemon or anything like that, you just press start and go to save. Okay, right. All items can be equipped like this. Yeah. You will need 30 gems in order to save your progress. Now, hurry. Oh yeah, and you need some gems to be able to save. Yeah, so you can't just save any time you want. Which is pretty sucks really, but it kind of reminds me of Tomb Raider with the crystals. So, okay, right, let's head on east. Remember, right, you have to go up this bridge. Yeah, like I said, I sort of played this game for a little bit. I think when I first played it, it was like, I thought, oh, God, this game is absolutely crap. But now I think I've sort of played it for bits. It has got problems. But then again, you expect nothing from a game by Titus, really. Really, you expect it to be a bit rubbish. Right, okay. My five hens were frightened away by Ruber's knights. Help me find my hens and I will reward you. Yeah, this is your first mission. Basically, you've got to go around and explore and find all 5 of his hens. Yeah. Not exactly the most exciting of missions, I have to admit. Going around finding hens. If I remember rightly, the first one is in here. Yeah, there it is. Nice effect though when you go through the tunnels. I do like that. It's quite good. But yeah, it's just a shame that it's just the problem is this overall game is the presentation is rubbish. Like I said, some of the graphics are alright, some are a bit hit and miss. The music is absolutely horrible. The sound effects aren't particularly great either. And it just I don't know. It just seems like they've not put a lot of effort into the presentation. I think gameplay wise, I've not actually really travelled that much further into the game. Really, it's not the fact. The thing is, this is quite nice. This is, I've always liked the idea of Zelda code. They've been really nice. The idea of Zelda, it's quite nice, pretty playable. It's a lot of fun. It's an RPG. It's not overly complicated. In fact, I don't know if this has even got things like leveling up and all that. But it's just quite nice. It's just a sort of like simple little adventure game in the style of Zelda. It's sort of pretty. So yeah, it's not the fact it's not the fact I get, but I'm just gibbering on now, aren't I? Yeah, this review is going so well, isn't it? I'm just waffling along. So yeah, when I first got this, I actually thought, oh God, this is awful. And, the presentation of this is really quite terrible actually. Like I said, music's not that great. There was no music on the title screen either. When I first fired up the cartridge, I thought there was generally something wrong with my game, or if my Game Boy Advance speakers are packed up, because there's no sound until you actually start the game. Anyway, let's go in here. So far it's basically like I consider it's not bad. It's not a bad game. It's just a it's a poor man's Zelda. It's like, it's a case of this is a great game. You can pick up cheating and stuff, but the thing is like, if you've got Zelda, why not just go play Zelda? Okay. Oh, it's Merlin. Okay. Uber is in the manor. You must find him and save your mother, but first you need to be a skilled sword fighter, or you won't stand a chance against him. There are people in the town that might be able to help. Okay. Yeah, it's just overall the so it's not a bad game. I've played a lot worse. Whereas it's just that there are some aspects where the graphics are a bit. Some of the graphics are a bit hit and miss. Some of them are quite nice. Some of them are a bit poo. There's nothing down there. Music's terrible. Sound effects aren't really that great either. But what few sound effects there are anyway. Right. In terms of the missions, like I said, I've not really played enough of the game to sort of justify whether the game is actually that entertaining or not. Okay, did I go in here before? Nice, like I said, they're nice little graphics effects. So it's got a few things going for it. And like I said, this is quite ambitious for a movie license title. You know, having a proper Zelda or like Zelda RPG, Final Fantasy style RPG. So you've got to give them some credit for that. No, but it's just the fact the game just feels, I don't know, it just feels, I'll say rushed. Just feels like it's not got a lot of effort put into the presentation. I think they could have put maybe a bit more decent effort into it. I know obviously they were trying to deal with limited memory and space and all that, but let's go up here. Oh, I've been up here, have I? No. There's nothing up here. Yeah, there's a lot of to be honest, there's quite a few dead ends as well. Okay, right. Can't go further up there. Okay. There's a lot of passageways which just lead to dead ends. So I suppose that's one thing I could say. The level design of this is a bit naff. Right, so let's just go on. Okay. How do I get back to that? If only I had a map. Yeah, there's no map in this. Well, so far as I don't know, there's no map. Select button doesn't do anything. You've got no map as your item or anything like that. So at the moment, if you're lost, you're just going to be wandering around aimlessly. Oh, poo. Yeah, I've got to avoid the knights. Right, oh, come on, I found these other chickens before. Ah, there we are. There's one. Right, one more. Then I can go and visit the blacksmith and get my sword. Yeah. In terms of actually when I was playing this game cartridge beforehand, it was a case of I never got beyond to saving the chickens. Probably because I had a lot of trouble trying to find them at first. And as a result, I just got bored and, well, there you go. A lot of these knights everywhere. It's supposed to be mechanical knights, I think, or maybe something like that, part mechanical. There's one. I've already forgotten it. Is it this one? There's one entrance I have come across in the past where it's like you go through it and there's a chicken right underneath. Oh, there we go. There you go. Hey, I've got all 5 of them. Hey, I'm already progressing further doing this review than I have done on the original cartridge. Right. Okay, so let's go up. Yeah, so like I said, at first when I played this, I really didn't like this game at all. But I think it's like now I've kind of sort of lowered my expectations even more. Well, it's kind of like it's not bad. It's just like I said, it's just nothing more than a very poor. Yeah, it's just a poor man's Zelda clone. I think had they put a bit more effort into doing the presentation. Okay, right. It's it could have been something a bit better. So, but anyway, let's take a look. Okay, but you won't last long without a sword because you helped me. I'm going to help you. I want you to take my sword. It's the best sword I've ever made. For sword lessons, you should see my brother. He lives in a home to the south. Oh yeah, I've seen his brother actually. You acquired the sword. I'm also into the fact that whenever a text box tries to appear, it sort of pauses the game for a brief second and sort of flashes from time to time. Makes the game look like it's crashed or something. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's. I think this is where his brother is. This building, this bit here, I think. Yeah, this is it. Oh yeah, you got to push in the direction and press A and B. Why can't you just press A and B when you're close to someone? I suppose it does make it a bit less irritating. Okay, Swordmaster. Hey, that's my brother's sword. You either stole it or you helped him in some way. You look honest, so he must have given it to you. That sword was his most prized possession. If he was compelled to give you the sword, then I will teach you about combat. But first, you must save the town from Ruber's evil knights. They're destroying everything. For now, I can tell you this. Your sword has special powers. You can gain combat experience from enemies to raise your sword's power level. The higher the power level, the more damage your sword will inflict. Once the town is safe, come back and I will teach you more. Okay. So once again, to progress in the game, you've got to basically go on a mission. But first of all, I've got to equip the sword. I equipped it to button A. So right, so now I've got to go out and kill all the knights. Come on, nighty nighties. Let's. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, I've unveiled a secret area. What the? Does it just get trapped in the wall? There we go. I've got a heart there. I say, so you do get secret areas and stuff, that's promising. You required a large gem, okay. Yeah, that music's starting to get a bit depressing, really quite dull now. Right, okay. You've got to go out, so basically you've got to go out and kill all these knights. This is not like, yeah, like I said, the fighting's just like Zelda. You just, it's like you just basically swap your sword and that's it. So I've got no problem with turn-based battle systems, depending on how complex they are. So most RPG combat systems I find are actually very, very simple to do. It's this case of, select attack and then who do you want to attack, or do you want a spell? You go to spells, pick a spell, and then use it on someone or what. So it's not hard. So usually they're not hard to understand. But I do agree. The best way of doing this is, I do agree that doing this like this is more fun. It makes it feel more like an arcade game. Right, there we go. Okay, let's. Oh, I don't know what that was. Is that a gem or something? I think that looks like a gem of some sort. In fact, now come to think of it, I think that might have been, because I'd see one of my counters gone up to times 100. So, right. Okay, so it's surprising if this is supposed to be. I wonder if this is really supposed to be the town. It's not much of a town. It's just like a couple of buildings, and mostly forests and woods. I do know there's a knight up here, I think. Or did he... Oh, no, he must have walked out. Okay. Be nice to see if there's a counter or something, really. Letting you know how many bad guys there is, because sometimes you can be wandering around for ages not knowing that you killed them all. Yeah, probably just one of the game's flaws, I think, but okay, he's just going for the same dialogue. Okay. Yeah. So obviously I've not beaten them yet. Already went down there because that's where I got that gem. That big emerald thing was it. Okay, so let's go in here. Okay, right. Oh, a bit slow down there. Probably just my recording software. My computer's doing something. I don't know, but yeah. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't have a SNES with a Super Game Boy or GameCube with a Game Boy Player. I think what's it. I don't even have a capture card, so I'm actually thinking about getting one though, because I'd like to do some reviews of some of the older PS2. Well, I know obviously the PS2 emulator, the PlayStation 2 emulators, plays most games pretty well, but there's some that don't work at all. The N64 is the same as well. Some games work, some games don't. I'd love to be able to get a capture device to simply do those. So it'd be quite cool to get one of those. So let's. But it's definitely in the pipeline. So. I remember a couple of years ago I did like a little experiment because I used my a while back I for 2 reviews I think I did on my old my normal channel I actually did do reviews of review of a PS2 game. Was it Godzilla Unleashed and Thunder Force 4 on the Mega Drive, and I did actually use my camcorder to basically like get them to pass through. I simply had my camcorder plugged into my computer, and then I did like my SCART input box to the camcorder, and then console to the SCART input box, if you know what I mean. So console to SCART input box to camcorder, and then camcorder to computer. It was a bit of a mess, unfortunately, and I didn't do any more reviews after that with those. So yeah, and I think one of my reviews, I think Thunder Force 4, it came out and the audio was out of sync. So it just turned out to be a pain to set up. So if I had a proper capture card, it would simplify things a bit. But yeah, I am sort of thinking about looking into getting those. Okay, right. Does Merlin want to say anything more? Okay. Come on, where's some more bits? I'm probably going all the same areas again like I usually do. I tend to always find that's a bit of a flaw with me. I always seem to end up going to the same places. Unless have I actually killed them all this time? You have to keep going backwards. No, it doesn't look like he has. No. Tree trunk there. Okay, let's. Actually, no, let's. Well, I'm sure I've actually been everywhere, that's the thing. I'm just wandering around. Ah, actually, did I? Oh, yeah, I think that. Let's go across and walk this river. Yeah, the river's quite shallow. So I can't. Well, hang on. I can't go underneath this bridge. Right. Okay. You can imagine playing this for long periods. That music would really drive you nuts. I don't think this goes anywhere, does it? Oh, God, what? Hang on. How the hell am I supposed to know? Is there really any knights anywhere else? I just haven't come across any. So there's probably just one sort of hidden away somewhere. There's probably one hidden away somewhere that I haven't counted it yet. Probably. there. So let's go down. Go on, let's go in here. This is getting quite boring now, actually. Yeah, it just takes me back here again, doesn't it? Oh, I killed these guys down there. Come on, this is getting boring. Where is that last? Where are the last knights? Come on, where are you lot? I'm just wandering around aimlessly now. Can they list give you? And the thing is, I don't even know how many I've got left to kill. That's the thing. There's no counter or anything like that. There was a counter for the heads down the bottom there. I've already been up here, haven't I? Yeah, this is basically back where I started. So boring. You know, I think you get the gist of this. I'm going to leave it there. So yeah, this is Quest for Camelot. Yeah, not exactly a great Zelda clone, shall I say. Not that it's not my cup of tea. It's just the fact it's just that there are many better RPGs on the Game Boy. Yeah, so well, then again, like I said, I didn't expect much from this game. It's developed by Titus, so yeah, and it's based. But like I said, I mean, it's pretty ambitious. Yeah, like I said, for a movie license title. So I've got to give some credit for giving it a try. But it's just overall, the whole presentation is just rubbish. The yeah, like I said, the music's terrible. The graphics are a bit of a mixed bag. They're certainly very colourful, but there are some instances where it's not very well drawn, like my sprite there. And it's just, I don't know. It's not bad. You can pick this one up really cheap, actually. Very cheap. So it's a case of if you can't afford, if you're looking at all the Zelda games, Christ, they're really expensive. It might be worth giving this one a try. Especially, it might be worth giving this one a try if you like the film. Which I can't really comment on as such. I've never really seen the film all the way through. So the only time I've ever seen it is through Nostalgia Critics' review of the film. Sorry, coughing a bit there. But overall, it's not bad. It's just, I think it could have been so much better if they put a little bit more into the presentation and did something to make the game a bit more exciting to play. It could have been something really extra special, and it just falls short. So anyway, well, thanks to my Retro Game Box for sending this game in my box, and I shall be back soon with another video. In the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, check out my other channels as well. This is Pottyboy over and out, and I shall be back soon with another video, and in the meantime, goodbye for now.